Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so happy to be with you all. Today, we have a very fun show for you guys. We're going to be, and let me know you're here in the comments. Let me know everything's good. Let me know you're hearing me good. Let me know that you're seeing me good. Sparks on TikTok says, go get you some water, baby. I made myself my show iced coffee. You guys already know that I make my iced coffee for the show because I can be falling asleep. Do you guys know that there was a time? Hi, Anik. Happy Saturday. I'm so happy that you're joining us tonight. Did you guys know that there was a time that I literally fell asleep while we were live streaming? I think that some of you guys were here, actually. I think some of you guys that are here right now were here. I literally fell asleep. I was falling asleep, and the people were like, ciao. Just, they were like, go rest. Hi, Joe Luna. Whitney, I'm so happy to see you. Guys, yes, Whitney is very right in the comments. Don't forget to like the live. Like the live stream, like the live stream. Ice Macchiato! How are you? Like the live, like the live, like the live, guys. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining us. And make sure that you are subscribed to the channel because moving forward, we're going to be going live more often. The minimum once a week. We're already at 2. We're already at 2. But the minimum is going to be once a week. Because one, we're going to finish the rewatch before season 8 starts. I think I want to watch Beyond the Villa live with you guys. What do you guys think? Should we do Beyond the Villa together? I think so. And then season 8 comes, and you guys already know when season 8 comes, it's full on content. You guys already know that when season 8 comes, we're going to do our big ones. So if you're on TikTok watching me right now, make sure you're tapping that screen. Make sure that you are reposting the live. Click those 3 dots right here and you can repost the live and tap that screen. Last night, we did 50K likes. What do you guys, I'll let you guys set the goal for tonight. TikTok. I'm speaking to my TikTok people. You guys set the goal. Last night, we did 50K. Tonight is going to be what? The first number that comes out is the first number we'll do. Let's do it together because I definitely won't be watching Beyond the Villa on my own. You see? And this is why I'm here. And this is why I'm here. So, Peaches says 100K. Period. Period. 100K it is. So you guys on TikTok already know the goal tonight is 100K likes. If you're on YouTube, make sure that you are commenting. I like to know that you're here. I like to know, you guys are my co-hosts, just like Wendy Williams used to say. So this is a conversation and I need your input. Make sure that you're liking the live, you're sharing it with others so that others can join our community. And make sure that you are subscribed. And also follow me on all social platforms at Wellington on Air. Because I like to engage with you guys, even on my Instagram and other places. Okay, so guys, today we will be watching this interview that it was on the docket for yesterday, but we didn't get to it. And this is Chelley from Love Island and Taylor Hale from Big Brother. They are... Can you do panels for Beyond the Villa? You guys want panels for Beyond the Villa? Period. Yes. Let's do panels. For sure. For sure. You know what? I'm going to set something up so that people can sign up. Create panel sign up. All right. So we're going to do panels for Beyond the Villa. Thank you for that idea, my love. We'll do panels for Beyond the Villa so you guys can join me in the conversation. Loving the hair. Thank you. Guys, my locks. In June, I'm going to be 1 year since I locked my hair. Isn't that insane? Thank you, Lacey. I appreciate it. I am so happy that you're here. You can do callings with StreamYard. Can I? I don't know. I don't even know I could do that. How do I do that, child? I could do a calling. No way. Why? Well, I'm gonna have to figure how to do that. People. I'm gonna have to figure how to do that. But also, I can also open it up like last time. You can download a stream and people can join the video. Oh, okay, cool. So I can also do it like last time, where I can also send the link to anybody, so we can figure it out and you guys can join me, and that would be fun too. So maybe should I open the hotline tonight? Maybe we'll open the hotline tonight. Maybe we'll open the hotline tonight. Maybe we'll open the hotline. But we have this video to watch. And then we're also going to be doing we're going to be going back to the rewatches, and we're going to be doing season 7, episode 4 of the rewatch. So yeah, brace yourselves. It's gonna be a fun show. And yeah.
That reminds me of people who put sugar in their pasta. Like every time I make pasta, I have friends who will put a whole bunch of sugar on top of it. And I get it's supposed to tone down the acidity of the tomatoes, but no.
They're making black spaghetti. That is black spaghetti, 1,000%. Welcome to Image Unscripted, the official NAACP Image Awards podcast, hosted by me, Jamel Hale. Here we have real conversations with some of the brightest Black voices about pivotal moments, giving them their flowers and how they're pushing the community forward. And real quick, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please leave us a review, and you better give us 5 stars. Now, today I'm chatting with reality TV standouts, Love Island's Chelley Bissainthe and Taylor Hale from Big Brother and The Amazing Race. Now, we get into what it means to represent when the cameras are rolling, how they've handled nonstop fan energy, and how they've continued to win, building lasting standout brands. Well, thank you, Chelley and Taylor, for joining me here on Image Unscripted. You guys have had phenomenal careers already. I know you're just kind of getting started, and it probably feels weird to think of yourself in the career of sort of being famous and branding and all those things. But I wanted to ask you guys something, because unlike when you have actors, right?
Let it be known, Taylor Hale, the first Black woman to ever win Big Brother. We love Taylor Hale. That's my girl. That's my girl. Love her down.
Like actors, people relate to their roles, but people got to know your real lives. So I am curious, what are some of the memorable fan encounters that you all have had with people? Because these people really feel like they know you.
Oh yeah, they definitely
they definitely do.
I think a lot of my interactions are like when people run up to me and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I feel like I know you," and I'm like, "Huh?" Like I remember first coming off of the show, and I'll be walking down in the airport, and someone will yell at.
I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch it all video long. I'm gonna have to really watch it all video long. It's an energy. Do you know what I mean? It's an energy. It's an please, y'all, please stop laughing. Please stop. I can't take it. I can't take it. can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. Ooh. 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 But you know what I mean? It's like an energy thing. Like I gotta just go.
Chelley, and I'm so quick to turn because I'm thinking like, oh, it must be one of my homegirls inside of here. Like, let me say hey. And I turn around, I'm like, wait, who are you? And I realized like, wow, like, okay, you guys are watching me for the whole summer. Like, you're getting to see my real life a little bit. So you do have this sense of like relation to me where you feel like you know me. So a lot of those moments, even now, they're still very shocking and like wow to me.
And it can get awkward sometimes
It
too,
can,
because you're
yeah.
like, do I know you? Or like, have I
Yeah,
met you? Or do I not know you? And you're trying to make it feel
Exactly,
comfortable.
right.
So now I stick with the it's good to see you instead of nice to meet you. Because oh my God.
Like I might have seen you before.
I did that with someone that I've met 4 times before.
Oh no.
4 times. I was like, okay, we gotta switch up the language now. But I mean, similar to you, Big Brother comes on 3 times a week, but the live feed camera.
To be completely honest, first of all, Taylor, you look amazing. To be completely honest, I will say that it's very hard to remember people, y'all. And we gotta give grace a little bit to people that are in the public eye, especially people that are like liked. Because they meet so many people every day in passing. It's hard to remember a name. It's hard to remember. It's hard. No shade. And that's coming from me, someone that works in the industry. So I definitely understand that part.
Are 24/7.
Exactly.
So, you know, people watch you walk into the bathroom, brush your teeth, open the door to go to the toilet, they hear you flushing.
So crazy.
Like,
yeah.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
That
Familiarity.
Yeah,
I used to be smart.
I used to be smart that I went on reality TV. I lost it all. But that recognizability is overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah.
But you guys not only just have like normal everyday fans, you have like celebrities who were so into both of you all shows. So who is the celebrity or known person that was a fan of yours that you were like, oh my God, I had no idea you would be watching this show?
There was like a few people, like when I came out, like the first person that comes to mind is Ryan Destiny. And it was so crazy to me because I get like a lot of comments from people like, oh my gosh, you guys resemble each other. So, and I always like just loved her as a person, like watching her on TV and stuff. So when I was coming off the show and I see someone like her, who was like constantly always like speaking up about the show and putting her opinion out there, I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Or like even certain people following me, like I know I've been following them for years and I'm like maybe inspired by their career or just like them as a person, and just seeing that they're like kind of seeing me in that light now, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like I did not imagine.
You go to their
happening.
page, you see that follow back, you like, they follow back. Like follow back. I gotta
back.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
and a lot of it was happening when I was in the villa. So I didn't have my phone or anything. I don't know I'm not caught up in real time on what's happening. So it's like when I finally did get my phone, like even still now, like sometimes I'll be scrolling.
Oh my God, look at Beyonce in the back. Oh my God, Beyonce. You guys see Beyonce in the back? Prince, but shout out to Prince too, but I saw my queen in the back.
And I'll end up on someone's page and I'm like, following me, like, what? I didn't even know you were following me. Like it's crazy in that kind of way.
Yeah, I mean the Detroit thing was really big for me. I remember within 24 hours of getting off of Big Brother, Big Sean sent me a DM and he was like, just showing some love, you did your big one. And I was like, oh my God. Who else? James Gunn. I just learned.
You know, like that's what I was expecting. No shade. Like she asked who was the biggest person that has slid into your shit. And it's no shade to the other girl because I love her down too. But like at least say Megan Thee Stallion. They say who was the biggest person, mama?
He was a huge fan of Big Brother this year and we've grown a really awesome friendship. So that's pretty cool. And then I think the one that like changed my life was Janet Jackson commenting on.
Oh my gosh.
Janet Jackson?
Because I listened to her albums when I was in the Big Brother house and I would just talk about how like her music shaped my life. I just relate to her so much. I grew up on her music. And coming out and seeing her comment on my post, I was like, this is not real.
Like 30 days and 30 nights.
Truly, yeah.
That's when you have to tell people, you know, you can't look me in the eye anymore because Janet Jackson follows me and knows
Exactly.
who I am.
Kiss the ring.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Now, of course, before you all were famous, you led very interesting lives. I mean, Chelley, you had about 50, 11 jobs.
Listen,
Can you count them off for us?
you know what? I'm still trying to count them out myself.
Right?
Because every time I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh wait, I did do this.
Yes,
Oh,
because you
yeah,
used
I
to day
did,
trade,
100%.
right? That was
I
one.
used to day trade. Even still now, that's
Okay.
something that I do. Like that's a skill that I learned that I always want to keep with me. But I did so many different things. I was like on the track to becoming a nurse. So I was working as a CNA. I was a bra fit specialist.
Is day trading like those Forex people? You guys crack me up. You guys crack me up. Whew. You guys crack me. uh, 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 yeah, y'all need to stop being messy. Y'all need to stop being messy. Y'all need to stop being messy in the chat. Brianna, my love.
The Victoria's Secret. I was a bartender, like so many different things. And especially living in New York, it allows you to do that. Like I'm someone who never put myself in a box and always just had so many like expressions of myself that I just wanted to explore and find out. So living in New York, that's hustle culture right there for you. Like if you want to do it, if you want to be it, New York is the place to do that. So
Well, it seemed like you were in jobs where you were dealing with the public.
Yeah.
So how did that maybe prepare you for being on Love Island?
Yeah, one of my bigger things too was like my main focus was modeling, so that's a being in front of the camera type of situation. So I think that was a big preparation in itself, and then always working with people, it just made me have a certain level of like relatability and understanding when it comes to people, and being able to sit there and have conversations and dig deep with people, and maybe even keep it surface level, but just enjoying being present with people. So I think those jobs.
What? Let me go back because it's like I don't even know.
My main focus was modeling, so that's a being in front of the camera type of situation. So I think that was a big preparation in itself, and then always working with people, it just made me have a certain level of like relatability and understanding when it comes to people, and being able to sit there and have conversations and dig deep with people, and maybe even keep it surface level, but just enjoying being present with people. So I think those jobs like really helped shape me in that way.
And Taylor, you came from the pageant world, being Miss Michigan, being Miss Congeniality. So when you think about that life versus the life that you're living now, that seems to be quite a switch, but in some ways, maybe not.
It feels pretty one-to-one. I mean, my era of coming from the pageant world was when you start seeing more pageant people get on reality TV. There's a whole phase where you went on The Bachelor after you competed at Miss USA, and The Bachelor reached out to me. I could have been on that season. God knows who The Bachelor would have been, and I probably wouldn't be with them now. But you know, the one-to-one transition, it kind of feels like I call the pageant world like the junior league or like the Triple Z league before you end up in reality TV, because that's just what fandom and fame is these days. But I'm a very introverted person. Like I'm an only child. I don't have any first cousins. I had a very quiet household growing up. And so it takes a lot for me to be in public and be around the people. So being in pageants was something that I felt like it was a right match for me, but it also pushed me to be more social when I am in public. And thank God I had those training wheels on, because once I came off Big Brother, it was just balls to the wall and say,
Well, I mean, to be watched in that fashion, I know that you all, obviously you signed up for the shows. I know you were recruited. I know what your backstory is with Love Island, but I'm assuming that for whatever you think the experience is going to be like, it still doesn't match whatever was in your head. So like, in what ways were you not prepared for what you were about to encounter on the actual show?
Let's get it.
I wanna
changing
say-
clothes sucks.
like there's just so many things that you just can't predict unless you're in the situation. Like no one tells you detail for detail, like, okay, just know you're going to do your makeup 3-4 times a day, or you're going to be sitting around and waiting for the camera, and this, it's just so many different things. I remember going into it, I didn't want to set any expectations, so I told myself, like, you know what, I'm just going open-minded. Like I'm not even going to try to have an idea of what I think it's going to be like. Now, one thing I did think was that, being that it's reality TV and having watched the show for the first time last season, I was like, okay, I kind of see what happened already. So I'm expecting this is what my experience will be like, as far as like, I get to just talk to anyone when I want to and do whatever I want. This is my house, my world. And then when you actually get into it, it's like, no, this is very much still TV. There's still a certain order of things, like, yeah, there's still some type of structure that you have to follow. You know, just creating a show basically. So it's like, dang, it's not really like I just wake up and do what I want, you know?
So that's so interesting, because Big Brother is literally wake up and basically do what you want,
Really?
unless we're playing a competition.
Wow.
But outside of doing the competitions, playing the costumes, all that stuff, it is wake up, brush your teeth, make breakfast, talk to whoever you want, whenever you want. It's a lot.
Wow. Nice.
But yeah.
Not talking about that's nice, but I think that also goes to show that there's a lot of conversations that are happening behind the scenes that we're not seeing. While we feel that when we're watching Love Island, we're seeing the full story from beginning to end, from wake up to night, clearly there's a lot of time and there's a lot of things that are being cut that we're not seeing. And there's even times where the cameras are down. It's not like Big Brother, where the cameras are on the entire time. So I think that that's where the conniving and the shade and the nastiness really comes to play. Because that's when the cameras are down, that's when people are having certain conversations with other people and persuading other people to do shit that they don't want to do, and trying to get in between what's organically happening in the actual show. Clock it.
Pros and cons.
After that.
But when you walk in thinking you know what you're getting into, and I mean, like, let's just call a spade, right? Love Island is a phenomenon right now. Big Brother, when they recruited me, I was like, that thing's still on TV? Like, people still watch that? And yes, people very much still watch it, but I didn't have a familiarity with it that I would have had if I was coming in on your season of Love Island, right? And so I remember sitting in the sequester hotel room, because they sequester us for 2 weeks and they give us a big pamphlet. And in the back, it's the rule book and everything. In the back, you have the FAQs. And there's one question that says, will I get fame and fortune from my time on Big Brother? And I remember reading that thinking, who thinks they're going to get famous being on Big Brother? What type of opportunities do you think you're going to have? If anyone thinks they're getting that, they're so stupid. And then I come out and I was like,
oh my God.
oh, okay, I think I'm good.
Like, you understand, it's true story. Like, I think it was 2018 or 2019.
But I also think, Taylor, it's no shade. You were right. I don't think that every person that wins Big Brother is a celebrity. I think that you have to also be aware that the fact that you were the first matters, you know? And that's why, especially you are famous, because you were the first to do it. And we're so happy that you did it. And that's really the reason why your position even means more. But there's some other Big Brother winners they're not famous. You know what I'm saying? There's some of them went back to their day jobs. That shit has over 20 seasons, and I cannot tell you 20 famous people from it. You know what I mean? So I don't want her. My point is that I don't want her to give it all to the show, because it's not necessarily the show. It's also who she is.
They reached out to my agent for me to do Big Brother Celebrity. And I know, and my agent thought it was a terrible idea, because especially I was coming off of ESPN, and he's just like, I don't know if this is good for your branding. You know, being a journalist, he's like, you still want to continue your journalism career. You might have to worry about whether or not people will take you seriously, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't do the show. But seeing the nature of the show and being familiar with it, I don't know if I got the temperament for that kind of show. You know, I was like, you were,
But
there was a.
I don't like that type of thinking. I don't like that type of thinking. And to be completely honest, I would have hoped that she would have felt empowered enough, because she's a boss. So I would have hoped that she would have felt empowered enough to tell her agent that I'm going to do it, and I'm going to still be me, and I'm going to still be who I am. And when I come out of this, it's not going to fuck up my career, because I'm still going to be respected. I think that people like to box people in so much. When you already have a career, a respected career in anything, and you are doing something else that might be a little bit more out there, more public, that people might feel like it's a little bit more less when it comes to hierarchy, that really doesn't matter. Like, as long as your work is still good, as long as you're still a bomb journalist, who cares? I really want to try to like eradicate that type of mentality, because y'all know me, I want to do it all.
So many situations that you encountered, the bullying, the racism, like all these things. I was like, the way I like to cuss people out, like, nah, I don't even know.
Okay, but when you got $750K at the end,
this is very true.
See what I'm saying?
Like you can.
There's an end date in sight.
It doesn't just
exist
them
forever.
zeros will keep you like,
You know,
okay, I'm gonna stay
like
focused.
zeros
Okay.
keep us live shut for a little bit.
but nevertheless, though, you were watched 24/7. Like, at least there was a few. I mean, there's obviously breaks for you, even though you're still being watched. But you know what I'm saying? They have a live feed of like watching you 24/7. So when you're under that level of scrutiny, like, how do you adapt to that?
You know, honestly, it made me feel the most safe, because I love reality TV. I'm a student of these reality games. I know now, especially handfuls of people who've gone on their shows, and you always hear, when I was on the show, what you didn't see, or you don't see everything.
Yeah.
And that is true. And what Big Brother gave me was the safety net of the live feeds. So you can't really walk
So people
out
couldn't
there.
lie on you necessarily.
Not
Like, people couldn't say
necessarily.
something happened and it didn't, or
Exactly,
right,
because you got 11 million trillion people saying
who watched it.
because I was up at 2 in the morning.
Yeah. I personally never watched it before, so I'm like, I kind of want to understand it better, because I'm like, like, it seems like we had a similar like experience, but still different in a sense too. So I would love to like.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Who's being mean? Who's being mean? Tank, don't make me block you. Tank, don't make me block you. No one is being mean. But there's no way that we are 12 minutes into this conversation and Chelley still doesn't understand what Big Brother consists of. Like, I feel like the conversation is not that complex for her not to understand the concept. Like, even if you don't know what the fuck Big Brother is, they're explaining it very well. Like, and just she's like, oh my God, I don't know anything, but I'm so eager to like to get to watch it when I get the chance and see how we connect. Like, it's so like
See it more.
Yeah, it's a commitment.
Oh, well, you know, the other thing I would say is like I guess my other experience for reality TV is like I did the show Below Deck on Bravo. I did it twice, right? So I did
Hi,
Below Deck
Vika.
and Below Deck Mediterranean. And
Come on,
the one, you know, listen, there's a specific type of reality show I can do. One that involves a super yacht and you being catered to at every moment. But you talk about the moments like that, you know, that people miss. And frankly, for what people saw on the show, I was grateful for what they didn't see because we were drunk on that show like a lot. I mean, it's a yacht, you know, like that's what you're supposed to do. But the thing is, like, I wasn't, after a while, you do forget.
Girl, if you are okay with saying that you got drunk as fuck on a TV show on this interview, then I'm sure you could have done Big Brother. Like, are we?
The cameras are there. I'm wondering, and I'll start with you, Chelley, like how did you, or how much did you think about what you were presenting on a show that people are going to consume that is in the reality TV universe? Like, were you aware of it, like with everything you did, like, oh, I don't want people to think this, or at what
No,
point does that
maybe
go
like
away?
maybe the first couple of days in there. I still wasn't even like hyper conscious of like, okay, there's a camera here. I need to act this type of way. Like, I mean, I like who I am. I think I'm a pretty good person. So I'm like, I don't feel like I have to poise myself in any kind of way to make me be received well by people or anything. So it was just like, at first I was like, okay, but I am on camera. So
Okay, but I feel like, okay, let me let her.
some of those embarrassing moments you have to yourself, I was being more mindful of that because I'm like, oh, they might try to use this. I don't want them to use that. But then after like, you know, the first couple of days, the first week, I was just like, I forgot that the cameras were there. I was just waking up and like, wow, I'm really just in this place. So
Okay, but okay, hold on, because now I'm kind of like conflicted is the word. I'm conflicted. I don't want to misspeak. I'm conflicted because I thought that there was a constant effort of acting a certain way because of the struggles of being a Black woman on this show. At least that's what Olandria said and what she had co-signed in that Kiki interview. So now hearing that I forgot the camera was there and I was just being me, I'm kind of confused there.
I wasn't in my head a lot about how I should be acting or moving. Maybe sometimes when it came to making tough decisions, then it's like you are on a reality TV show that's almost game based too. So you kind of have to think strategically. But even then, like, I'm like, what is the strategy? Like, I don't like sometimes people were saying things like, oh, you got to play your cards right. I'm like, what cards? I don't get it. Like, how do I use the strategy? And I'm just like, you know, I don't care. I'm just here. Whatever happens, happens. And that's it.
Yeah, it was different for you because you do have to strategize. I mean, that's the
I need to write that down. I need to write that down. I need to write that down. I'm just here. Whatever happens, happens. She felt like she had to think strategically. strategically at times. Let's clock it. Let's clock it. Let's clock it. Let's clock it. Let's clock it.
Whole point of it. So,
And I'm not good at it.
I can't tell, you know. But still, much like I asked Chelley, like when you're on the show where people are watching you 24/7, like how aware of you, like of what you were presenting, or how conscious of it were you?
Almost immediately, specifically because, to my knowledge, I was the only monoracial, medium to dark-skinned Black person on the season, Black woman on the season, and that I didn't think it would be.
Wow, oh my God, we are dividing ourselves that medium to dark. Like what? Oh my God. Medium to
A challenge because we had other Black people, whether they were light skinned, biracial, male, female, older, younger. We had a good mix of people. I didn't expect all of us to work together and band together like had happened with the cookout the year before. But I did not think that there'd be some sort of like.
You see, that's the thing with me. That's the thing with me, that I would expect a cookout. Girl, if I'm on a show and there's other Black people there, we kikiing. We are kikiing. It's just no way. Like, I'm sorry. I will not do another Black person dirty. I will not. Like, I won't. My alliances, if I was on Big Brother, my alliances will be other Black people. It's no shade. In any show, traitors, anything. So that would be my expectation going in. So if I see that you're trying to like, I would be like, I will get mad, low key. I'll be like, you're being weird. You're being weird. You know what?
Crabs in a barrel mentality. And that was really hard, and something that I felt and experienced almost immediately. It was the immediate, something we talk about all the time, right? It's when you are so many things, woman, Black, darker skinned, how quickly the burden of existing falls to the lowest on the rung. And again, like I look at the whole spectrum of Blackness, I'm like here, right? But by nature of where the spectrum was, I was here on the dark-skinnedness.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I kind of hate that I'm live right now. I kind of hate that I'm live. I kind of hate that I'm live. I kind of hate that I'm live right now because girl, what? I need to bring that back.
Of existing falls to the lowest on the rung. And again, like I look at the whole spectrum of Blackness, I'm like here, right? But by nature of where the spectrum was, I was here on the dark-skinnedness in the house. and the stereotypes that are put onto you when you're in that position. I think we're all familiar.
Am I bugging? Am I bugging? Like, am I bugging? Am I bugging? Okay. Guys, this is serious because, like I said, I like Taylor. I like Taylor a lot. I like Taylor a lot. So I don't want what I'm about to say to come off like shade or anything like that, because it's not shade. As you guys know, I haven't watched this interview. I'm watching it for the first time with you guys right now. And I'm not trying to be shady or anything like that. Like, we do fun shade, but in this moment, I am like making sure that we know that this is a serious moment, because I need to make sure that I am trying to understand, or at least I analyze what I'm watching and I try to comprehend what I'm watching. And so I am going to explain what I think I am making sense of. And I want the chat to let me know if we are on the same page. Okay? She says that because this is what I understand. This is what I understand from what I just saw. She's saying that even though she doesn't consider herself to be that dark, that because she was the darkest of her season, she got treated like a dark-skinned black person. Let me know if that's what other people, that's how I, does the chat agree with me? That's what I took it as. Let's rewatch it. Let's rewatch it.
Existing falls to the lowest on the rung. And again, like, I look at the whole spectrum of blackness. I'm like here, right? But by nature of where the spectrum was, I was here on.
I love you down, sister. But I don't think that came out right. And I'm going to give you grace. And I'm just going to say that I don't understand. And I get that. I understand that. But what I'm trying to say is, why would she say that? I wouldn't say that. Because that makes it, you're putting colorism at play, thinking that way. Are we following? If we're following, say yes. If you're thinking, I'm not even that dark, but because I was the darkest in the room. I got treated like a dark person. You're literally implementing colorism. We're going to move on.
The dark-skinnedness in the house and the stereotypes that are put onto you when you're in that position, I think we're all familiar with. So to know that this is what the house is projecting on me, not know, feel, because I can't see the conversations in other rooms.
Yeah.
But when you walk into a room and one by one or in groups, everybody walks out until you are alone. And it happens for 2-3 weeks in a row. When people say that you use somebody's mom having cancer to twist it to manipulate this person to self-evict.
I want to move on. Oh my God. I'm going to keep it pushing.
Which did not happen. It's why am I the one that is being ostracized, bullied, treated this way? And so you feel that weight. And again, I think the benefit of Big Brother is being able to look directly to camera and say, I know that these are the stereotypes or things that exist in the real world. I know I don't fit these things, but am I experiencing this because of what I'm feeling? Yeah. You can talk directly to the audience and call that out. You can talk directly to the audience and walk through what's happening in your head. Wow. You could be wrong. But again, it's that safety net it's that safety net of feeling like, okay, I'm not going to process this on my own. I'm not going to make processing this on my responsibility. Everybody is going to experience this with me. And I think that's why the audience related to me so much, because I really let them in.
No, with what she said, it sounds like since you have some relatability with that, because as I'm sure you were able to eventually see on social media, a lot of Black women, a lot of Black people, they were writing because they saw some of the microaggressions. They saw some of the things you were experiencing on the show. So, how did it feel on the inside?
What's so crazy is that
I just hate that she feels that I wasn't even that dark to be treated like a dark-skinned girl. I hate that. And that's a wrong feeling. And that's something that needs to be worked. And I think we can heal from that. Because no matter the hue of your Black, should be treated differently because they're Black. No matter what hue of Black you are. And because those of us that are lighter, we have to be aware of saying shit that comes off disrespectful and ignorant, especially when it's coming from within the community. That's my point.
You were speaking to like your experience of being on the set and, with the people around you and how they made you feel. Genuinely, the people in the villa did not make me feel that way. Like, I never felt like anyone was looking at me, like making me feel like, I don't know, like the word I'm looking for right now, but I didn't feel like my race was a determining factor inside the villa. I didn't feel like anyone was trying to like point me out as being aggressive or this or that or anything like that. It wasn't until I came out the villa and I see this whole thing about fans being parasocial and this and that. And that's where I started to feel it, was when people were saying, oh, Chelley's this and that, and she's a mean girl because she said this and she did that. And I'm also kind of seeing the edits of the show, and the edits weren't something that was like terrible to me. I still don't feel like I would have came to the conclusion of certain people's character based off of what I was seeing, just based off of what they edited. But I feel like the audience, they use that as a means to say,
Okay. Hold on. Thank you for the rose, Felicia. Thank you for the rose, Felicia. I appreciate it. And also thank you to the subscribers. Thank you to my members on YouTube. Guys, please consider becoming a member of my channel. because some of these lives are going to be member only. I gotta pay my rent. I'm so sorry, y'all. And my Wi-Fi is due, and my phone bill is due. So, anyways, we'll keep it pushing. I want to understand this part. Because did I hear that you feel like the fandom is 100% responsible for painting you as the angry black woman? That's what I got from what she just said. Drop a yes in the chat if you also agree with me. That's what she said, right? She said, no one in the house made me feel like that. And when I watched the show back, to be honest, they didn't edit it in any way where I felt like I was given that either. So while I agree with her that the fandom was painting her to be this person that she wasn't, because let's remember that them Huda HQ motherfuckers, let's not be weird. We gotta call it how it is, and we gotta tell the truth. When the show was airing, before everything went to shit, after the show ended, you know that them Huda HQ motherfuckers was coming for Olandra, and they were coming for Chelley a lot. And I believe that the toxic Huda fans were the ones creating this campaign and this narrative, pushing it on social media about the two girls. Now, what I find a little interesting about this part is that others have also blamed the edit. Others have also blamed the edit. And what I want to know on the notepad is that Chelley doesn't blame the edit. She good with it. She watched it back. She watched it back, and she good with it. She doesn't feel like they painted her out to be in any way. She doesn't feel like the cuts made her out to feel. She was good with the cuts. She was good with how the show came out. I just want that to be noted.
Oh, this person is, I feel like, of certain people that was like, and I feel it was when people were saying, oh, Chelley's this and that, and she's a mean girl because she said this and she did that. And I'm also kind of seeing the edits of the show, and the edits weren't something that was like terrible to me. I still don't feel like I would have came to the conclusion of certain people's character based off of what I was seeing, just based on.
I'm not lying. She literally just said that. Am I bugging? Chat, let me know if I'm bugging. Okay, thank you.
Of what they edited, but I feel like the audience, they use that as a means to say, oh, this person is like more vulnerable and soft and needs more tender and care, but you're aggressive and you're mean and you're this and you're that. And it's like, what are we going based off of? And seeing how everybody reacted to certain people on the show, it would look like the Black people on the show are getting the more, villain edit or villain perception or whatever the case is, versus our counterparts just being like, oh, well, it's a moment, it's this.
You know what? That is so interesting because, to be completely honest, after the show ended, there was two clear villains on the show: Hada and Ace. And there was other puppets. There was other puppets. But the people that I believe deserve the villain role, Hada and Ace. If I had to pick one girl and one boy, I think those two people got the villain edit. If Ace says they edited me to be a villain, I will say yes, they did, because that's what you did. Let's clock it. Of course they edited you to be the villain. They were looking to see who was going to be the most villainous one, and you just happened to be that person. What you think? They're going to edit the angel to be the villain? It doesn't work like that. You got to be the villain for them to edit you like the villain. Okay?
Is that so? That's when I started to see the difference, was when it came to coming into the real world and seeing what the world was making of the show, but actually being in the villa, I never felt like that. So it was just very crazy to feel that switch happening.
Well, you guys both, you're not only in the world, but you watch reality TV. What are you all's opinion about how Black women are presented on reality TV in general?
Well, I mean, I don't know how old you are, Chelley, but oh, okay. We the same little bucket. Okay, good. I just turned 31, so I'm like, where am I falling these days? Don't worry about us. So, but I grew up watching Flavor of Love, I Love New York. Like, I didn't watch Bad Girls Club, but the amount of times I was walking down the hallway, thought, I ain't getting no sleep because of y'all. Yeah, I'm not gonna get no sleep because of me. Like, that's, and growing up watching Omarosa on The Apprentice, and now knowing her because she's played Big Brother and is a huge Big Brother fan. It's the people that I grew up watching laid a foundation that I believe is necessary. Yeah. But I also think that we get into stereotypes.
Exactly. We're expected to act those kind of ways, or that's what brings like the drama and the entertainment of it's not when you're just there being present, but when it's like you're almost performing in a way.
Yeah. I think the benefit of now is that we've done two completely different reality shows. Yeah. We get to sit here existing as we are, talking to you, and then Baddies also gets to exist. And there's an audience for that. I'm not the audience, but it's
What we're not going to do. And don't get me wrong, because I've been doing what I want in the front and to the back. Verse 101. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. However, what we're not going to do is mention baddies on an NAACP interview. We're not doing it. We're not doing it.
So gets to exist, and there's an audience for that. I'm not the audience, but it's but it's something that
Baby, don't mention it and then try to clear yourself from enjoying it. Because if you mentioned it, it was at the top of your head, baby. You watch baddies. You watch baddies. You watch baddies. That shit was at the top of your head. And where are we going with this?
we are talking to you, and then baddies also gets to exist, and there's an audience for that. I'm not the audience, but it's but it's something that brings people joy. People love the baddies. People love the Housewives, and honestly, I think Housewives is one of the most progressive shows out there because we see women being fully glamorous, unglammed, ridiculous, going through turmoil. Like, you see the holistic nature of us.
Yeah.
And I think it's nice in 2026 to now have different silos that we can turn to so that we aren't just pigeonholed into behaving one certain way anymore.
Well, reality
And this is the thing. You know what? I'm not even gonna go into it.
TV has always been polarizing. And there are conversations about whether or not, especially for our community, whether it's a negative or a positive. How do you all see that? Because some people feel like when they especially see some of the more polarizing shows, you mentioned baddies, like that being one, or Love and Hip Hop, or some other ones, that people feel like that they don't represent our community. And
First of all, whoever said Love and Hip Hop doesn't represent our community is just hating. Love and Hip Hop is not even like, when now having Zeus, you go watch Love and Hip Hop, and Love and Hip Hop wasn't even anything like that. To be honest. To be completely honest. So whoever's over here trying to throw dirt on Love and Hip Hop's name, saying that Love and Hip Hop was the ghettoest shit ever, like, calm down. It wasn't even like that.
Best Light, how do you all feel about sort of those criticisms?
Our community is not a monolith.
Mm.
I understand wanting to put our best foot forward. I think every minority community will feel that. But I think a community grows and strengthens when there are different aspects and facets that are highlighted and championed. So again, like I said, baddies, that's not my persuasion.
But there's a lot of people who do enjoy it. Like,
Right, and
I was sitting down having a conversation with one of my best friends, and her lifestyle is nothing near like the baddies lifestyle, what is going on that show. But she's like, this is like kind of like a peace of mind for me sometimes. Like, sometimes I just want to like sit back and just enjoy something that's just like, I don't know, like maybe a little chaotic, maybe a little crazy, but this is actually people's lives. Like, some people can relate to this and maybe learn something from it. I don't know, but it shows the
I think that as Black people, we need to have responsibility with our words. I think we need to have responsibility with our words. Because again, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I watch baddies. However, if I am on an interview with the NAACP and they're asking me directly about a show that I know as an adult has negative impact on my community directly, I'm not going to just say, well, some people enjoy it, without addressing the wrongful and negative impact that it has, and why people, and why all of it is frowned upon. It's easy to mention Bad Girls Club and keep it pushing, but you can't just move on from mentioning that Sues and baddies like that when there's girls that their fucking teeth are being broken out of and their braids are being ripped, all for a check. I think it deserves a different type of tone. And I think that you have to find a certain duality that while you understand that some people watch this to free themselves, you can also distance yourself from it because of the negative impact that it has on our community. And sure, that is just the duality of life. But I think that both aspects need to be mentioned because,
I guess what is the word?
Right.
Yeah, like the different, like just different lives that everybody lives. Like not everybody has the same life, you know? So I feel like to see it on TV, maybe it does something for the person who's consuming it. Like, I don't know. I don't really watch it. So it's like,
she's saying everybody, some people live ghetto lifestyles, some people don't. And I guess it does something to see other people live ghetto lifestyles. It don't for me.
I don't know what it would do for me, but to hear my friends say that, I'm like, you really watch it? She's like, yeah, I love it. She's like, did you see what happened? Well, you didn't see what happened, so let me tell you. I'm like, okay. Like,
Listen, I don't judge people.
Why are we throwing the friend under the bus like that, champ? And Chelley, no shade. Chelley, sister. Sister, no shade. I don't believe that you don't watch baddies. I'm sorry, sister. I'm sorry. I am so sorry, sister. I do not believe that you don't watch it.
Was reality TV show taste because
No,
I love After Lockup. That's my show. All right. I ain't never been to prison. I ain't never dated nobody in prison, but
Don't plan to go.
don't plan to go.
but you're learning
but
about someone's
the
life.
way
okay, but love. Oh, this is okay. So this is my problem with when people then try to categorize other shows to be the same thing. Love After Lockup is not a low grade show just because it's showing that specific experience. And that's the part about reality TV that pisses me off and the way people talk about it. No, the reason why Suze is the way it is because the violence is inappropriate. It's out of control. But showing a show like Love After Lockup, where you're showing the relationships of people after they're being imprisoned and the complexities of all of that, as long as they're not hurting anybody and they're not doing anything, I don't see how that's reality television. Not everything is Housewives. That's just a certain specific experience, but I don't think that's a guilty pleasure. Peep how everybody mentions the black shows, but no one mentions Teen Mom. Even when they're not trying to mention Zeus, they always do Love and Hip Hop, Love After Lockup. They never mention Teen Mom.
I'm here for some prison love. I'm like, do y'all come on? But it does teach you about how difficult it can be for people coming out of prison to reintegrate in society and what they're up against. It's a lot of craziness, but I'm here for the mess. It's just It's real though. It is very real.
And we all have different types of crazy too. And
Exactly,
they
right.
got Honey Boo Boo over on TLC, and they
See what I'm
got
saying?
Beverly Hills Housewives.
Okay,
So
correct.
hello.
So
To that end, what are you all watching?
Beverly Hills Housewives, girl. You don't even mention Real Housewives of Atlanta, girl.
When it comes to reality TV?
Yeah, I want to know what you're watching right now.
if I'm being honest, I haven't watched.
Oh, boo.
I'm so
What?
serious.
Oh my God, like, oh my God. Oh my God. Even Taylor is like annoyed at the same thing. What are you watching? Nothing. What are you listening to? Nothing. What have you seen on Instagram? Nothing. What are you do? Like, you're in a room locked with no windows? Like, I'm confused. Like, is she incapable of having genuine conversation anymore? Is it because she's guarded? I'm confused. I'm trying to give grace, but it's just like,
I'm so serious. Like I don't know. I'm always asking people like, "Oh, what are we watching?" But no, I haven't watched anything. Like, especially coming off of the show, I'm like, I could take a little break from reality TV, actually.
Did you watch your season back?
No, well, I got halfway through it and then I just stopped because I'm looking at. I'm like, I want to remember my experience for what it actually was.
she only watched half the season. She only watched half the season.
It's not. I don't want to mix it up with now I'm watching this edit and this like that's not really directly. So I'm like, you know what? I'm good.
What? But you said that the edit was fine. So why did she's saying that she did it? Wait, hold on. Hold on. This is why I take notes. This is why I take notes. This is why I take notes. And I'm glad that you guys see this shit in real time. You first said that you didn't mind the edit after you watched everything back. Cool. Now you're saying that you got halfway through the season because you didn't want to conflict what you experienced with what you were watching because the edit was giving a little iffy. So you say, I'm good. I'm trying to follow so fast.
She coming off of the show, I'm like, I could take a little break from reality TV, actually.
Did you watch your season back?
No, well, I got halfway through it and then I just stopped because I'm looking at. I'm like, I want to remember my experience for what it actually was. Not. I don't want to mix it up with now I'm watching this edit and this like that's not really directly. So I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I don't want to watch anymore.
So there was an issue with the edit.
But then some days I'm like, let me go see. Maybe I missed something. Let me go see what's going on.
Did you watch your season back?
I know how it ends. There are some moments that I like to relive, but I haven't watched it all the way through.
I hope one of those moments is when you gave that hell of a speech at the end where, you gave us a little King Kong ain't got on me, right? Like, you gave us, so for those who may be listening or watching, please YouTube Taylor's epic speech at the end of Big Brother. It is quite phenomenal. So Now, Chelley, because you are on a we're on a dating based show.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I'm watching Traders. I love.
Oh,
I was
yes,
gonna
that's right.
ask
You
you,
didn't
what
answer the
are you
question.
watching?
So you're
Sorry.
watching Traders.
I love Traders. I've always been a Bravo girl. Like,
That's one thing that I hate when I'm interviewing. It has happened to me before, so I'm not gonna say like it has not happened to me, but it has happened to me before, and I definitely have learned from it. But when you're interviewing two people and you're asking two people a question, you want to make sure that even though one person is going long with their answer, you want to still give the other person the opportunity to answer that same question. And it's so embarrassing when the other interviewee has to remind you, wait, I didn't answer. I hate that.
from what was about to be 20 years of the Housewives, from when they first came on in Orange County, when they had that redhead girl out in New Jersey, I was watching her. I love all the Housewives franchises, and I look crazy at people that are like, "Oh, I don't watch."
But sister, you've mentioned Beverly Hills, you mentioned Orange County, and you've mentioned New Jersey. Baby, please put like, can we help our own? Can we help our own? Guys, it's important to support each other while we're out in the wild. It's important to support each other, y'all.
Atlanta or Potomac? Why?
Why?
You know,
Wait,
people.
hold
that
on,
are-
hold on, wait, hold on.
I love all the Housewives franchises, and I look crazy at people that are like, "Oh, I don't watch Atlanta or Potomac." Why?
Why?
You know, the one I just got into is Salt Lake.
I don't watch Atlanta or Potomac. Why? But you also didn't mention any other shows. I know she watches them, but I'm just saying it's funny. I'm saying like it's funny. Like the same thing you saying you clocking people for is the same thing you like. No shade.
Woof. They might be the craziest. I'm not even playing.
I didn't watch Salt Lake for a while because one of the ones who she's not warmed up on me. She looked like my dad's crazy ex-girlfriend.
Oh
so
my
I had to
gosh.
take a break.
I don't want to watch.
I had to take a break.
So you got Traders, you're Real Housewives fans.
And you know what? Actually, if I'm being really real about it, I think the younger generation shows on Bravo are kind of trumping the Housewives for me right now. So like, I love The Valley.
Oh, okay.
Love The Valley on
Oh my God.
Bravo. And
You guys
I
are
love,
making like I'm making a list
No,
right now.
mental
Like,
we
list.
must get in a
maybe
group
I'll
chat.
watch
I mean,
this,
did
yeah.
you watch
Yeah.
it yet? I love The Valley, and I hate it.
My thing is that this is these questions were sent to you. These questions were sent to you ahead of time. So you couldn't prepare a couple shows? Thank you, Kiki, for the roses. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Guys, I'm live on YouTube. If you want to join me on YouTube, make sure that you're liking. Tap that screen, tap that screen, tap that screen. Today's goal is 100K likes. Blocked. Blocked. This is the only thing that I don't like when we get too big. It start being weird people in the chat. I'm a Love Island creator. I'm gonna talk about Love Island until whenever I want. If you don't want Love Island content, go to another page, mother. It just it don't be making no sense. You know what I'm saying? You want me to talk about something else? Anyways, I just block people. It's just easier to block. Anyways, I'm also live on YouTube, so if you want to see what I'm watching, you can join me. It's linked in my profile, and you can go directly and watch me on YouTube right now. And while you're there, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube family. Make sure that you are subscribed. It means the world to me. Make sure that you're liking and you're commenting, because that's what pushes the the video forward. Thank you so much for everybody tapping that screen. We're trying to get to 100K. And if you could do me a favor, you click those 3 buttons right there and you repost the live, and more people get to see it. Right now, we are watching an interview of Chelley and Taylor Hale with the NAACP that is titled Owning Our Reality. We are halfway through the interview. Thank you for joining me. Keep it pushing. If you want to watch and you think you're going to get disrespectful in the comments, I will block you, so don't try me. I don't have moderators, but I might put someone. Alicia, are you here? Alicia, are you here? I don't remember if Alicia's here. Of course she's here. And Felicia's here too. How do you make someone a moderator? Add moderator. Okay. Felicia, you could be a moderator too, because you're my girl. So Felicia and Alicia are moderators. Okay, thank you.
Vanderpump Rules, I'm sorry. But Summer House is my show. And they're like in a renaissance right now, so I love it for them.
Okay.
And I have to get that spinoff.
And I understand you were asked to be on Was it Summer House?
You do your research for real.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know some things. Yeah.
Yeah. The Summer House Martha's Vineyard, the Black Summer House. They were
Am I bugging? Yeah, we're having a conversation with the NAACP. For God's sakes, with the NAACP. Are we good? Let's play it back.
I think the younger generation shows on Bravo are kind of trumping the Housewives for right now. So like I love The Valley.
Oh, okay.
Love The Valley on Bravo. And
you guys are making I'm making a list right now.
mental
we
list.
must be in a group
Yeah.
chat. I mean, did you watch it
Yeah.
yet? I love The Valley, and I hated Vanderpump Rules. I'm sorry. But Summer House is my show. and they're like in a renaissance right now, so I love it for them.
Okay.
And I have to get that spinoff.
And I understand you were asked to be on was it Summer House?
You do your research for real.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know some things. Yeah.
Yeah, the Summer House Martha's Vineyard, the Black Summer House. They were looking to revamp for season 3, and
This is so hard. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Not the main franchise, the Black Summer House. Thank you. I'm sorry. I like you. But oh my God. What? Am I taking it the wrong way? Like you guys on YouTube are watching it with me. You guys on TikTok are listening to it. What? And then we're giving the white one praise. Oh, I love that show. I think it's on the come up. It's in a renaissance right now, and they're about to get a spinoff. I'm gonna give grace. I'm gonna give grace. Someone says yes. I think you're taking it the wrong way. She's done other interviews where she's talked about it. I'm okay. I'm listening. I'm listening.
I have to get that spinoff.
And
House. And I hated Vanderpump Rules. I'm sorry. But Summer House is my show. And they're like in a renaissance right now, so I love it for them.
Okay.
And I have to get that spinoff.
And I understand you were asked to be on was it Summer House?
You do your research for real.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know some things. Yeah.
Yeah, the Summer House Martha's Vineyard, the Black Summer House. They were looking to revamp for season 3, and like that was my life. A lot of my family friends grew up going to the vineyard, still have houses there, and it would have been a really fun experience.
Would have been. So what, you said no?
I said yes, but the show it's on pause. as they
Oh,
say at
okay.
Bravo.
Got you. Okay.
It comes back. Yeah. Let's go. Let's take over that house, okay?
Okay, so she's down. I mean, she's down to be in it. She said yes. She said, but this is and Moni, I appreciate the fact that you're speaking up in the chat, because I don't want this to be a yes man situation. If I'm wrong, I don't consume all types of things. I don't consume all of the interviews. So if anybody in the chat has a different experience, or you know something to be different, please speak up, because I may not know it, but I'm listening, and you guys know that I'm looking at the chat constantly. This is where I think we need to do better. No, and I appreciate you speaking up. This is where I think we need to do better, though, when it comes to the way that we speak about ourselves and about our own stuff. We have to hold ourselves with high regard. We have to hold ourselves with high regard. Just because the world is against us, we can also be on top of ourselves. And you gotta hold other things with high regard as well. And I think that when we start holding stuff with low regard when speaking about our community, it can come off this way. It can come off as less than. So I'm going to give grace because one of my supporters is telling me that that's not what it is because of other interviews that she's seen. And also because she says that she was down to watch the show. I mean, to join the show. So if she was down to join the show, then she was down to join the show. But I think we need to be careful with the way that we speak about our stuff. That's all. You know?
Chelley, being that you were a part of a dating reality show, you go into it because you know the role of the show is to choose and get chosen, right? So do you go into it? Does it alter how you want to, you know, come off to make, like, do you feel any pressure, or how much pressure do you feel to, like, maybe I need to make myself more open in this way or more palatable in this way? Like, how do you approach that?
Yeah. My biggest thing was like, I was like reflecting on like just like my history in dating and what do I think, you know, I was doing really good with and what do I think I could do better with. And one of those things was like just being more vulnerable. So when I was coming into this, I'm like, okay, I'm going on this show to find love. That means I can't hold back. I need to go in there with all of me and really just put it out there, because the whole point is like I want to find someone. So I went in there thinking like, okay, I'm going to be the most open, honest, vulnerable that I could possibly be. And hopefully that will attract me to my person. So that's kind of what my mindset was going into there, because I'm like, I don't want to repeat the same things, like just being surface level and hoping like I might click with someone. Like, no, we need to get down to it, because I'm sitting with you every single day, morning.
I wonder why she ended up going with Ace if she didn't want to do the same things.
And night, like for 2 months straight, it has to be for something, you know?
Now, you all both found love on your shows, and I know those relationships are no more. And you also have dated in the sort of reality universe, if you will. If you, you know, and thinking about those relationships, like what, I guess for others that are on reality shows, like sort of what did you learn about what it's like dating somebody inside of that bubble, and like what might you not do again?
It publicly.
Right.
You wouldn't
Having on the
publicly announce.
publicly.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Definitely, I 100% agree with the publicly.
I mean, you were in
like,
a little different because people saw it.
well, yeah, they
Right, so
saw
you
it.
didn't
And
have
just
a
even like
choice.
the aftermath though, like, you know, in the villa, I didn't have control of it, but afterwards I do. So I definitely would want like whatever relationship I have to be more private, just because there's just no room for a lot of noise. Like you already have to navigate life itself. Like you don't need the extra noise.
Yeah, there's just so much incentive to do it publicly and outside.
There's a lot of cuts in this interview. There's a lot of cuts in this interview.
Of, you know, engaging with the fans, which can be a double-edged sword. There's also a huge monetary incentive to do it.
What could be gained financially if you do it?
Millions of dollars.
You see, at least Taylor is real. Thank you, Taylor. Clock it. Thank you, Taylor, for being a real one and saying it exactly the way it is. There's a huge monetary incentive to dating someone that you're on a show with, and to keep dating that person after you're off the show. No shade. Come on, Chelley. You, like, come on.
Billions of dollars.
Is this through branding? Is this through?
It's through the platforms that you're on, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. There's opportunity there. I remember when
Why is Chelley being there like she don't know what she's talking about? She's like, Oh my God.
first got off Big Brother, I won. I was the first Black woman to win Big Brother in the show's 24-year existence. And someone working in PR came to me and said, a lot of these brands really want you to talk about the person that you fell for on your show. And I was like, well, that's part of it. I think being in love is beautiful and exciting. And I commend the people that do want to talk about it publicly. But what I achieved is greater than the person that I'm connected to. And my partner understands that, and I need the world to understand that. So I really struggled with trying to highlight this really beautiful thing that I had and also celebrate myself equally, if not more. And that's not the reason why our relationship ended. We ended on really good terms. But as far as dating for public consumption, that's just not something I'm interested in doing anymore.
Now, both of you all are in the phase now where you
Thank you.
pivoted sort of away from the shows that people know you from. So from a business standpoint, how did you manage that pivot? Like with brand association, like how did you navigate? Now you're in the career part. How are you all navigating that?
I think
Now you're in the career.
I think it's disingenuous for Chelley not to talk about and piggyback of a Taylor when Taylor is talking about the monetary value that it is to be in those relationships. Because let's be honest, and I think this is why, as a viewer, it's hard to connect with her, because there's moments where where there's a clear opening for you to connect with an audience and be real and be genuine.
Career part. How are you all navigating that?
I think a big thing is like before the show, there was already like, I'm a very creative person, and I know that there's so many different things that I want to pursue and things that I want to do. So when coming out of the show and just seeing how much like exposure it brought and opportunity it brought, it was like, okay, well, the show was never supposed to be, or I never looked at it as being my moment of, you know, being famous or anything like that. I did go on there to find love, and coming out of it, it came with also fame. So never looked at it as being my moment of, you know, being famous or anything like that. I did go on there to find love, and coming out of it, it came with also fame. So it was like, okay, let's not make it about the show though, because I don't want to be known for, oh, Love Island, Love Island, Love Island. Like I want to be known for who I am as a person, the talents that I have, the things that make me excited, the things that I want to share with the world. So that's something that.
So what are those things? And I want you to focus on that. That's no shade. That's constructive. I hear you. I hear you. And it's valid. You don't want to be known for Love Island. You want to be known for your talents, for the things that you want to give to the world, etc. So I encourage you to pursue those things and to lock in that, so that you can get what you want.
I was very adamant about when talking to, you know, teams that I was building and stuff was saying like, hey, yeah, I came from the show. Yes, this is how people are getting to know me, but that's not what I want my story to be. These are the things that I love. These are the things that I want to pursue. How can we put me in these spaces? Like, what will that look like? Especially looking for longevity in this. Like, what steps do I need to take to make sure this is lasting and growing?
Yeah. So how do you approach it?
I've been really lucky in the Big Brother universe, if you will. I've hosted the jury roundtable, which was a really big deal when it happened. I've hosted a spin-off talk show for Big Brother. I've done podcasts, and CBS has taken good care of me. They've had me host the Grammys carpet. So hosting is my bread and butter. It started when I was in middle school, high school. I started a new media journalism club because we only had a newspaper. And I was like, get with the times. We're an expensive private high school. People pay so much money. We should be on the internet, people.
Expensive private high school. Very important.
So I've always had that within me. And, I'm 3 years removed from being on my first reality show. And I think something that I was very adamant about was I'm never going to do reality TV again. I'm above this. I don't want to touch it. Cut to.
I see someone in the chat saying, I wish that the interviewer would have asked that. And I would have said the same thing too. I would have said, well, expand on that, because I think the audience would like to know what those things are, but like in specific, She's got her own music show coming out. I did see that, and we will be covering, and we wish her the best. We wish her the best.
I did a Big Brother spinoff, Christmas show.
Amazing Race.
Just did the Amazing Race. And I'm more comfortable telling myself that it's okay to still enjoy doing competition reality shows. It is not taken away from me going on carpets, doing interviews, podcasts.
And you know what? Someone said the interviewer is not pushing enough. And I don't even think it's about pushing. I think it just goes about, because Jemele Hill she's that girl. Let's not do that, And I even gotta respect where respect is due. She's a very important journalist, and she's done amazing reporting, and she's that girl. I want to make sure that we note that. But I think that when it comes to certain different type of interviews that you're not used to doing, you really have to do the research, because I feel like that would have been, instead of pushing, sometimes as an interviewer, when you're asking a question, you also need to know the societal pressure and the things that society is saying and how society feels about these people. And that is something that I learned from Oprah. Oprah knows how to help you with throwing you a question. Someone says, well, it's a PR interview, not an investigation. It's not about it being an investigation, but if that would have, what I'm trying to say is that would have been the perfect moment for her to give the space for Chelley to open up about her aspirations. So like that, Chelley can open up and actually be open about them and let people know. And then boom, done. That's it.
So, I am comfortable being a public figure, not just a host, not just a reality TV star. But I think failure is when I define myself as just one of those things. And I'm really, really happy to feel more confident in saying I can be all these things and not feel like a
you don't have to be in a box.
No.
Yeah.
You thought you'd never do reality again. What reality shows would you like to do? They've always been approaching you. So like what would be one that would you be a Real Housewife?
I don't want to say I'm
Or
too
friend
young
of,
to be
or-
a housewife. I could be a friend of.
A friend
I could be a
of,
friend
right.
of.
Put your
but-
foot in
You're
there.
unmarried. Yeah.
Yes, extremely unmarried. But I would also like if they brought back that Martha's in Your Summer House. I'd do that in a heartbeat. I would do Traders in a heartbeat. Dancing with the Stars in a heartbeat.
Oh my gosh, I always say Dancing with the Stars.
Okay,
is that
I
your-
love dancing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would do.
Oh my God, I would love to see Chelley on Dancing with the Stars. That's cute. That is cute. That is cute. And I think that would be a good redemption moment for her. Someone said Nick already said that. Y'all stop being messy. They can all go on Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, don't be like that. They can all go to Dancing with the Stars. And Taylor says she's down to do Martha's Vineyard.
I
Dancing
always
with the
say that.
Stars.
Mhm.
All right. Well, any others you would?
I always say like even the hosting. So I always say like with Love Island, I would not be a contestant again. I wouldn't want to do that. But if there's any opportunity where you guys want me to like maybe host a challenge or like just a certain segment, then I would be open to doing something like that. But as far as like at
Would you
least
do another
in
dating?
so no, that's
Okay,
obviously-
all right.
when it comes to love,
You're like,
no
so,
thank you. No thank you.
Okay.
But anything else, I'm like, I'm always open to trying something, you know, like just learning new things, trying new things, finding like, you know, things that I like. So I would be open, but dating. Mm-mm.
I can see you being a competition girly.
Yeah, I'm
That's what I
very
was thinking. I was
competitive.
like, I
Okay.
can see you doing I can see one for you. I'm gonna tell you off air because it's a different network.
You can say what network it is.
I got
I'm
the
not
vi-
under contract.
Oh,
I'm good.
okay.
Yeah.
You know the show I can see you doing is, and this is one of my favorite reality competition shows, is the Fox Special Forces show.
Yes.
I could
What is
totally
it?
see you
Yes.
doing this.
Special Forces.
Special
The one
Forces.
where they make you like a.
Chelley don't know that one either. My good sister don't be on the internet, child. My good sister don't be, girl.
Army Ranger or like a Marine.
Yeah, you're like a SEAL.
A
Essentially
SEAL,
SEAL
yes.
training, and you have to. It's like if I had more guts, I would do this show
I would do that in a heartbeat.
in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Because it's like
The
such a
only
good
thing I can't do too, dating and like the survival stuff, like when they put you in the woods. And,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
It's some elements to that because
Okay.
you are in basically a base camp, like it's military training. You have to do some things that are
Your pupils just like dilate.
Yeah.
I'm
I know, like yeah, you have to
that don't
get dropped.
sound
Like, you got to jump out of helicopters. You have to do like
Wow.
it is
I
crazy.
just went skydiving on the race. I got it.
I feel
That's on my bucket list. I'm not there yet.
Skydiving?
Oh,
Yeah. I said
skydiving.
I would only do it on The Amazing Race, and they took us out to the middle of nowhere, Romania, and said, jump out of this plane that's got duct tape holding it together. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
YOLO.
YOLO, literally.
So that's why I said I was like I
would
feel
do
like you
that.
could do this show.
That'd be fun. Call me.
Yes,
That's the only thing I want you to call me for Fox.
that's what
okay?
I'm saying. It was like Fox.
Yeah.
Hook it up. All right, so now we get to the game.
Okay, let's
The
go.
game is very simple. I give you two choices. You got to pick one. It's called this or that. Don't invent a third choice.
Oh.
Don't ask for a lifeline. Ain't nobody gonna save you.
Okay, wait.
So
we got to negotiate. Hold on. How much money's on what do we win at the end? How much money at the end?
What you win is the love of the people and dignity.
Oh,
This is what you
period.
win.
As long as I
depending on the
maintain
right-
dignity. Okay, that's great.
Love of the people.
All right. Renaissance or Cowboy Carter?
Oh, Renaissance. Easy. Yeah, Renaissance.
Cowboy Carter was fabulous, but
But
Renaissance
Renaissance has no
girl.
Okay. Did you guys go see Renaissance?
Yes.
Twice?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You went to see it
Twice.
twice.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
in Detroit.
Oh.
First time.
Of course, because where else would you see it? That's
I would
right.
see it
Put that money in Beyonce's pocket. That's drums or flats when it comes to chicken.
Flats.
Y'all just like
I'm
to
a
work
flat
for
girl.
it, huh? Is
No,
that
but
what-
seriously, like we here. I don't know.
Yeah.
We here.
So what, you want me to
Okay.
first big hunk at the top and then I gotta do
Like no, I like the flat, and
What?
it has
What
a
are we
little crispiness to it on the edge, which I love so much. So
Okay.
you get more of
I'm a
that
flat
seasoning
girl.
in it. See?
Okay,
See,
you know.
I feel like you guys knew these questions ahead of time, but you didn't. Team Molly or Team Issa when it comes to Issa?
Oh, Issa.
Molly.
Oh my
Mm.
god.
I know. I know.
Okay.
Look, Molly was wrong a lot of the times, but I'm sorry. I'd rather live in her apartment. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm
So do I.
sorry. I
There's
can't.
certain qualities about Molly that I really like enjoy, where I was like, oh, I could see me being her some days, but a lot of the times I'm like, I really just resonate with Issa though. Like I love that just awkward, carefree, like whatever personality. So
Yeah. Yeah, look, Molly was wrong a lot of the time. Okay,
Right.
she was, but she ended up with a man that had a baby.
Damn.
Anyway.
Damn, that was a shot.
I didn't like that ending. I didn't like that
You
ending.
didn't like the ending.
I like.
Right.
She was, but she ended up with a man that had a baby.
Damn.
Anyway.
Damn, that was a shot.
I didn't like that ending. I didn't like that
You
ending.
didn't like the ending.
I mean, like,
you didn't like her going back to Lawrence.
I didn't mind her going back to Lawrence. I wish Lawrence didn't have that condolence child. Thoughts and prayers, sorrows and condolences. But who am I to judge?
Since you guys are out in these dating streets, fancy restaurant or
Am I bugging?
or Cheesecake Factory?
Fancy restaurant.
I don't answer dumb questions. So.
That's valid.
What?
Shots fired at the
No, you know, I know
Cheesecake
people who
Factory.
really love, like some people have a tie to like Cheesecake Factory. They really love it. Like,
right.
you know, me personally, I never really like
I gotta,
being young. Really
But who am I to judge? Baby. Yeah.
love that. I could see me being her some days, but a lot of the times I'm like, I really just resonate with Issa though. Like, I love that just awkward, carefree, like whatever personality. So
Yeah. Yeah, look, Molly was wrong a lot of the time. Okay?
right.
She was. But she ended up with a man that had a baby.
Damn.
Anyway.
Damn, that was a shot.
I didn't like that ending. I didn't like that
You
ending.
didn't like the ending.
I mean, like,
you didn't like her going back to Lawrence.
I didn't mind her going back to Lawrence. I wish Lawrence didn't have that condolence child. Thoughts and prayers, sorrows and condolences. But who am I to judge?
Since you guys are out in these dating streets, fancy restaurant or Cheesecake Factory?
Fancy restaurant.
I don't answer dumb questions. So.
That's valid.
What?
Shots fired at the
No, you know, I know
Cheesecake
people who
Factory.
really love, like some people have a tie to like Cheesecake Factory. They really love it. Like,
right.
you know, me personally, I never really like being younger. I never had it, so I never understood the hype. So when trying it as an adult, I'm like,
This what y'all was?
it's just like,
You know
I
where
don't
else I
know.
can
I
get
think
some
I had to
cheesecake?
have tried it as a kid.
At the steakhouse.
See, you know what?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I
I'm
love
not
a
above
strawberry
or okay,
cheesecake.
look, and I say this as someone who has a slice of cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory in her fridge right now.
Mm.
But I ordered a delivery for myself.
You're like, I ain't going.
I'm not
But
going.
And you know what? I mean, also too, like I would go, like I would prefer the fancy restaurant, but if I'm with my person, we're going back to like just things from our past that it's like, you know, I just want to go
On a
here,
nostalgia
like
trip.
yeah, like a nostalgia type
Okay.
of thing. Like, yeah, let's go. Like the other day I went to IHOP. I love IHOP.
See
like,
what I'm saying?
I didn't want to order it to my house because I'm like, it's not the
It's not gonna
same. Like
taste
I
the
need to
same.
sit there
Yeah.
and be fresh. Like
Correct.
you could never go wrong
See,
with
that's
IHOP
how I feel about
pancakes.
Real Lobster. Oh, I'm a hit Real
Oh,
Lobster.
Okay.
But no, okay, I hear you. I hear
Okay,
you.
I'm gonna
I
get
would
some Red
always
Lobster.
get the lobster tail with my great grandma before she passed. Cheddar Bay biscuits are amazing. You can buy the Cheddar Bay biscuit mix at the store. Make
It's
it
not the same. I've tried all the freezer
the jumping
stuff.
me.
It's just
the jumping me. The jumping me.
You know
Okay.
what? That's like saying, because we're from Detroit, that's like saying White Castle is the same when you get the
No,
gonna buy
the
White
little
Castle?
burger.
I don't want to
no.
buy.
Well, y'all have to understand that also, like, just because some people had it rough doesn't mean that everybody had it rough. No shade. She went to private school. She had her coin. I believe that I don't think, mind you, I don't think cheesecake is rough or a struggle meal. I don't think the Cheesecake Factory is a struggle meal. But baby, she has experienced the finer things in life, and that's amazing for a Black woman to have experienced that. That's amazing. So if that's the things that she's accustomed to, then so be it.
That's not
Castle.
the same.
I need it fresh.
I gotta
need
go
it
right there.
I love an artichoke dip from Fridays. I tried to order
y'all
and try to
talking all
get the
that
frozen
fancy
food.
restaurant, but yeah, what I'm hearing.
But listen, I would
talking about a girl
prefer,
trip.
but when we're trying to go on the nostalgia
Okay,
route,
all
I'll
right.
go to those places because they still have some of my favorite things there.
Okay.
No one has Friday's artichoke dip.
Now, just as a slight follow-up, because this is, as you know, a thing on social media, is a 50-50 date acceptable?
No.
What was
No.
that? I said?
You
You don't answer it.
Fix my face to even answer.
A
that.
50-50 date with me and my girlfriend?
Right.
Me and my girl, we
Because even my homegirls, like my friends, we always like, I got it. Like, so not really here for it, but whoever is, to each his own.
I like being transparent with the girls. I'm like, okay, we can split this.
Even my homegirls, I got it. Not here. Not here. You bring your coin, I bring my coin. We're gonna split the bill down the middle because I don't got it and you don't got it either, and I don't got it. It's getting split. Now, what I don't do is the if I gotta put the whole bill on my card, I can put the whole bill on my card. Don't get it fucked up, because one thing I don't do is leave my house without money. So if push comes to shove, I could put the whole bill on my card. However, a lot of people like to take advantage. So you bring your money, I bring my money too. I don't give a fuck. Because I've been on the other side of, don't worry, I got it. Don't worry, I got it. Don't worry, I got it. Or not caring, because who cares, right? It's good to give when you have it, because everything you give, you get back. But there's a lot of people that take advantage of you, and you start becoming a priority in their life because they know that they can get things from you. And you got to be careful with certain people like that. Oh, I know Wellington got it, so he always buy, every time we go out, he always pay for lunch, so let me hit him up. You got to be careful.
So we can both get points on our cards, or like if we're traveling soon, you need a little more help on that. Get the
We're
points.
making sense of
Gotcha.
these things.
Yeah,
But
Okay.
I
But
think
a
first date,
date?
no.
You're like, no, for a date, not gonna happen.
No,
So,
no.
hey, fellas, I try to help y'all. Real Housewives, that franchise, are loving hip hop.
Real Housewives.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess Real Housewives. I honestly, I
You don't
never
really
really
watch
watched.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
I'm like,
got
I
you.
really. You don't know.
You probably know
but
more memes from the Housewives.
I do know a lot of
So,
memes and stuff.
cultural
yeah.
impact.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, this is the closing question that I've asked every guest that has appeared here on Image Unscripted. This will determine a lot of things.
Whether we keep our dignity
I
or
know
not.
it's missed some answers that is going to get some people in trouble. But here we go.
Oh man.
Oh, here we go.
Should I be nervous?
Sugar on grits or salt on grits?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Salt.
Oh. Okay. The answer is salt.
But
and
you
I've never put sugar on my
Okay,
grits. I've never
okay.
put sugar on my grits.
Okay.
I do like to oh my God, y'all can get me killed.
What
I do
is
like
it?
to mix the food on my plate.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I don't got all these extra
I feel that's
letters
Fine.
and
Like you mix the grits
I
with like
don't-
the eggs. Is that what you mean?
the jelly on my toast.
Oh,
Like jelly on the toast with the grits.
Yeah.
I've tried that.
okay.
I put a little bit of
Like,
the
I
grits
like-
on the toast and I'll bite it. And
You
I'm
know
like,
what I'm saying?
sometimes I need that. But
I'm
that's
not
not my
gonna put the
go-to.
sugar
Completely
in the
accept-
grits, but like I like
But
I like the jelly
but
when,
like a little.
when the jelly just happens to get in
Okay.
there. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
like I
That
appreciate
reminds
the
me
sweetness.
Of people who put sugar in their pasta. Like every
Thank you. Pin that comment for me. Pin that comment from Gaia. Pin that comment from Gaia, please, moderators. Thank you. Thank you. A doctor studies medicine. A lawyer studies the law. A fashion designer studies current fashions. How do you want to be a host and you don't consume media at all? And even if reality TV is not the beat that you're into, as anybody that's trying to be a host in the entertainment world, you need to have a certain level of knowledge about, like Taylor said, cultural impact, pop culture.
time I make
Yes.
pasta, I have friends who will put a whole
In the
bunch of
sauce.
sugar on top of it.
Yeah,
And I
they
get it,
will.
it's supposed to tone down the acidity of the tomatoes,
do
but
that.
no.
Oh,
No.
they're making black spaghetti.
That is
Okay.
black spaghetti, 1,000%. I grew up though.
This TH, are you talking to me? What's the issue? Thank you. Thank you.
One of my mother's friends used to watch me used to put sugar on my rice. I don't do that anymore.
Oh,
you know?
why were you doing that?
I didn't do it. She did it.
Oh, okay.
And I grew up to, I like enjoyed it. And my mom
Okay.
was like, stop doing that. You'll
Yeah,
ruin her teeth. Like, that'll be messed up.
That's a
See, you
lot.
know what? I knew you ladies were sharp, smart, beautiful, all these things. But the fact that it's salt, pepper, cheese for the grits, we are in community.
We
in this
are,
moment. We
and
are
I
in
love it
community.
here.
It's the
Yeah.
only appropriate answer.
Because listen, I always get nervous. People are like, I'm gonna take your black card. I'm like, why? Why?
No.
Why?
Oh, no shade. I can Taylor, you my sister and everything, but I can see why. It's all shade. It's no shade. It's no shade. It's no shade. It's all fun shade. No shade, fun shade. Love you.
Hey, we're just swiping a few more times.
No, it's you have endless credit. Don't even worry about it. Well, listen, thank you both for joining me here on Image Unscripted. It has been wonderful to get to know you a little bit more and to hear your backstory and everything. And you all keep, sort of pivoting and doing all the things, all the creativity, because I know you guys are just getting started. So thank you both, Taylor and Chelley, for joining me.
Thank
and
you
good
for
luck with
having
everything
us.
that you're doing.
Thank you.
And can I just say the support and presence that you have being where you are in your space for people like us, it means
Seriously.
so much.
Thank you.
I think a lot of people can get threatened when you hear women come in and say, I want to host, I want to do this. And you're humble, you're steadfast, you're funny. And sitting here with you is really cool.
All right.
I appreciate Taylor for giving Jamil her flowers. I appreciate Taylor for doing that, for taking the space to I like that. I like that. You're recognizing I like that.
Flattery does kind of get you everywhere. No, just kidding. Well, I can just say too, as somebody who's from Detroit and seeing you and how you represented our city, it was really heartwarming because, as you know, growing up in Detroit, is that people tend to think people that come from places like ours that we don't deserve nice things. That like there's a certain kind of person from this type of city.
Yeah, but this is the thing. You saw that she said that she went to private school, so you have to I don't like when we associate everybody's experience to the same. She's been clear that her experience is different. You know? So let's not make it seem like the Detroit experience. This is me just from what I watched in the interview. Your Detroit experience might not be the same as hers, but I get what you're saying, and I'm following. And
thank you for showing how multifaceted people from Detroit can be. So I greatly appreciate that. And plus, just like me, you are a big Cash Doll fan, so we also got that.
Period.
Yes, I just want to know. I just want Cash Doll to put me on her hairstylist because
always
in the game.
She never
Don't
has
miss her in the
any
game.
misses. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. All right. Well, thank you both, and good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
That's it for this episode of Image Unscripted.
Well, that has been the interview, you guys. I want to know. Did you learn something new? I'm running a poll for my people on YouTube. I'm running a poll for my people on YouTube and for my moderators on TikTok. I don't know if you could do a poll, but let me know if you can. Moderators, try to do a poll on here too, please. Did you learn something new? Yes or no? Nonetheless, I love the fact that the NAACP is doing these type of interviews with reality stars because it gives me more content to go over. But I do enjoy them. And let me see. Oh, there it goes. Thank you, Alicia. Let me know if it works. Anyways. It's okay. It's okay. We kind of get the consensus. Let me see if I effects, stickers, music, sound effects, dual boards. quick poll. Okay, I need to take, hold on. And I need to do this, hold on. Hold on. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes is red. No is blue. To my people on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you are liking the video. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Don't leave here today without subscribing to the channel, guys. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel because we're going to be back here tomorrow and next week. We're going to move to the next part of this live stream, which is the rewatch, and that is on Twitch. So we're going to take it down here on YouTube. Learn something new, but I always enjoy your content. Did I miss you doing second on Landria vlog? Oh my God, thank you. She sent me $20. Thank you for the super chat, MW. Oh! I get so excited when people send me super chats. Thank you for sending me $20. Oh my God. That's such gag. That's a gag. She says, I learned something new, but I always enjoy your content. Did I miss you doing the second Olandria vlog? Yes. So go back to the live that I did yesterday. I did both of Olandria's first vlog and her second vlog all in one video in that live. So don't miss it. Just go back and you can watch it. It's still up here. Thank you for the super chat, my love. Thank you for supporting and thank you for watching. Like I said, I'm going to now take down this live stream on YouTube and meet me on Twitch, Wellington on Air. On Twitch, Wellington on Air. Love you guys. Thank you so much for streaming with me.